What a time to be alive. If you are against fascism in the United States of America in 2026, you are now labeled as a terrorist. If you are against fascism, if you attack the Capitol building to not allow the peaceful transfer of power and install a dictator over the will of the people, you're a patriot who gets pardoned by the president. If you are against fascism, you are a terrorist.
I'm a terrorist now, apparently, because the White House just released their new counterterrorism strategy guidebook, and in that guide on page 5, they reference anti-fascists. That's right. If you are against fascism, you are now designated a terrorist by your own government. And I would presume that that puts most of us in the category of terrorist. The United States government is terrified of its own people, so much so that they're designating us if we're against fascism, if we reject the principles of fascism, if we think that it's bad for fascism to exist, that we are now terrorists. Now, some of you may be alarmed by this designation, but I actually would view it as a badge of honor. If this particular fascist government views anti-fascism as a terrorist threat, then please label me a terrorist as long as you need to, because this is exactly the kind of rhetoric and fear that fascists try to instill in anti-fascists.
My grandfather fought against fascism in a U.S. military uniform. Literally shipped around the world to fight against the principles of fascism, to fight against the rise of fascism. And now that fascism has taken over one of the two major political parties in this country, and now that that political party has elected a fascist for the second time, if you are against fascism, you're a terrorist. And listen, stop right there. MAGA, I can already fucking hear you typing. Stop. You're fascist. You are fascist. You support fascism. Period. You can cry, bitch, and no, we're not. Yes, the fuck you are. You are fascists. And now we're in 2026 being designated as a terrorist in our own country because we are opposed to something that this country has spent generations fighting against. All because it was allowed to take hold here. All because it was allowed to take hold within the Republican Party. And the people that would once stand shoulder to shoulder with other Republicans in their fight against fascism around the world now stand proudly shoulder to shoulder with actual fucking fascists.